Welcome back to the League of Puzzle Speedrunners Pokemon Puzzle League Speedrun Tournament 2024. Cards of the Heart back here, joined now by fellow competitor FFR Pro 21. And FFR, we have got a bit of a slobber knocker for finale today. The 8 seed gamerX459 and the 11 seed TetrisAttakr.
Yeah, these two have played each other a few times in previous PPL matches, and they are very, very close. They've played 3 matches in the past. TA does lead 2-1, but in the head-to-head race record is actually split 6-6.
Actually, to clarify that, it's 6-6-1 because we've had a handful of race ties declared in our history, and these two were involved in one of the higher profile ones on this level 3 years ago. Like they were tied to the second and almost to the frame. Like I had to go back and review that tape multiple times to see how close it was between the two, because I could not get a good reading at the time how close it was, but they were separated by 2 frames in that race. That was 3/100ths of a second. It is very hard to get any closer than that. Is there any chance that we could see that again, FFR?
No, it's certainly possible. It's happened once before, so you never know. It could happen again.
As these players get set up to start this game 1 on the easy level, as they have agreed. These two are fairly close to each other in the times that they have gotten in this tournament. Like, just to compare their averages for the lower levels they've been able to play. In the easy level, it is TetrisAttakr edge 631 to 633. In normal mode, it's 940 to 953. And in hard, it's 1025 to 1106. So, like, that is definitely within the margin of troll that can mess up even the best of our players. So, it is definitely possible to see this match go either way. And looking at the live Twitch chat as we have time to, as these players finish warming up, more of the points are on TetrisAttakr to win this match, which certainly ends up considering the match times to this point. You never know. The last time these two played in this game, Gamer swept TA on the hard level. So if this match inevitably goes to both of the hard levels, as every match in this format has so far, man, all bets are off on how this one's going to go.
Yeah, as we like to say, is too close to call.
And we will get these players' attention shortly to get this ready to go. Again, if you're new to our formats, the players picked the easy level to play first, but normal hard and V hard will be on the board for game 2 to for the loser of this race to pick next, and we'll go through all of the levels until either we've played all the levels or there is a winner. I get the feeling we're gonna need to play through all the levels in this one. Just a thought.
Yeah, I have a pretty good feeling of that too.
In the race chat, TetrisAttakr hoping for no ties. We can't repeat that from 3 years ago. The technology is not much better for frame counting Twitch VODs in real time. So I don't know if I could have that kind of heart attack again. Yes, this is the last losers round 2 match of the bracket. Not the last easy to V-hard round of the bracket, though. The winner of this match and all the round 2 and the other round 2 match, the other round 2 matches we had earlier, will have to play through a round 3 in this format as well before they move on to the easy to S-hard portion of the tournament that FFR, you and I are going to have to play in our matches next week. How much are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, that's going to be interesting with S-hard thrown into the popcorn bucket. Be a lot more chaos that's going to be added along with V-hard and the rest of them. Also, I do believe that pool's gotten a little bit more beefier in the last few minutes.
Oh yes, those notifications are harder to notice, but anyway. Timers are counting down, puzzlers. We are ready to kick off this final losers round 2 match of the tournament with the 8 seed gamerX459 and 11 seed TetrisAttakr. Game 1 is underway. And when you know it, TetrisAttakr's wife decided to be a dear and make the prize pool a nice round $100 with her $66.50 tip. So thank you again, second to last unicorn. Definitely appreciate it. And I'm sure TA will appreciate it too. Oh no, we're seeing some easy mode opponents rear their ugly head early. Gary not raising his stack, needing 7+ lines of garbage to beat, and both players dealing with a garbage clear right off the bat, making the slow stage even slower. That is not going to make either player feel particularly pleased.
Yeah,
it is TetrisAttakr with the early edge. Everywhere.
Yeah, and now they have to deal with a non-stack raise in Brock afterwards. TA gonna need to send a few more lines.
A combo did a decent job of topping Brock off, but that chain was cut inexplicably short in my eyes. But just like that, now that the easy run has begun for real, both players are basically neck and neck. So now these opponents will go down to about 4 to 5 lines of garbage, depending on how many combos you're able to add to the chain. Our players will be trying to lead with some combos and also make a 3-chain, 4-chain, 5-chain. At least in Gamer's case, it could go up to a 6-chain. Depending on what they're able to find, what they're able to top off their opponents with. But this is basically a this is basically a garbage race, FFR.
Yep. Don't really have to worry about doing the double fours. It's just send 4 to 5 lines as fast as you can. You should win in a reasonable amount of time here. Like 13 seconds. That's a reasonable amount of time. You'll definitely take those.
Yeah, and Gamer found a 3 chain. He tends to want to make the chains a little bit bigger for safety. Not 100% sure on his combo attacks, but this is certainly working for him so far. Unfortunately, that one, there were multiple plans for that chain, and none of them came together. But the stages are being kept under 15 seconds so far, so Gamer is doing what he needs to do, and TetrisAttakr is keeping up wherever he can. Like the first time these two played the easy level together, they played to a to the second tie. So this still has a chance to get really, really close.
Oh, Gamer struggling to get an attack off here. Okay, one more line. That should do it. And TA getting 11.
Wow. That's worth a fist pump.
Yeah.
Oh, we are basically separated by 2 seconds now. That is how you make up time in an easy race. So you don't hope to get it all in big chunks. You just have to make the quick attacks whenever you can find them, and just get them a little bit at a time. Okay, TA finding the 3 chain and getting a 6 combo alongside of it. Getting that 3 chain to drop as soon as he can make it. And that's going to be enough for a 13. Gamer seems to have been needing to send multiple chain sequences to get the right amount of lines. I think TA is being a little more efficient now with his attacks, FFR.
Yeah, just send the required number of lines just fast as possible. This looks good, yep. 6 into a 5. That is looking pretty good. That's a 10.
Hey.
That's another
10.
fist pop.
Give him those 10 fingers, TA. Show him who's boss. Ooh, Gamer's Blaine almost got to that. That would have been curtains for Gamer's race if that garbage clear got there. As it stands now, we're down to our final 3 stages. TetrisAttakr ruins the 4 chain. Gonna need an extra line. Probably gonna need 2 now. Drops that in for a 9 combo.
That will work very nicely.
That will do just fine. But Tracy gets the garbage clear, and that probably does it. And the chain off the garbage. That's probably going to nuke all of Gamer's chances to win this race, unless something catastrophic happens to TetrisAttakr here, which we've seen 30-second stages play out in the end game here. Not unreasonable to believe that. Though maybe with this particular stage, maybe not. Oh, there's some crazy swapping that these opponents tend to do, and it leads to a garbage clear. So that's going to waste a little bit more time. Rocket will not be able to extend that chain, though. And Gamer will be making up 6 seconds on this stage. But I believe he's about 4, 5, like maybe 8, 9 seconds behind now. So there's one stage to go. And it is TetrisAttakr to lose. And he is making sure of it with this 4 chain. And there's a Giovanni running out of time. 7 minutes, 6 seconds. Gamer right behind, 7 minutes 11 seconds. So they certainly kept that one close. But it is TetrisAttakr taking home Pokeball number 1.
Man, that was close once again. But just, yeah, that one garbage clear seemed to make the difference.
Like, a 5-second margin is certainly a garbage clear's worth of difference. And Gamer, I think, had one more of those than TA throughout that run. That was all it took. Honestly, I don't think either player is particularly pleased with their easy runs going over 7 minutes. That might be hard to win that in the coming rounds. But you know what, puzzlers? Gamer has decided that we are taking this match directly into the void. V-Hard is next for Game 2.
Oh boy, from one extreme to the other. Is the game going to feel quite a bit faster? The AI is going to feel like it's moving quite a bit faster.
We've seen players in this tournament finish V-Hard in under 15 minutes. We've also seen them finish in over 20 minutes. We've also seen them not finish at all. So it's so hard to tell with V-Hard. You just never know what kind of variance that we are going to get with this level. 16 stages. We're going to see Mewtwo in this one. We're going to see them all in this one. And we are going to see some stages play out in some pretty interesting ways. FFR, what would you advise as your general approach to playing this level?
Yeah, my general approach is kind of to play V-Hard as like 2 separate halves, where you play the first half as the end of hard mode and the second half as the beginning of S-Hard. Depending on how you're feeling, you could adjust transition strats maybe a little earlier or a little later, depending on what you're feeling. It's just that middle ground seems to be kind of iffy, whether you want to kind of go all out with the hard strategy or play a little safer with more of an S-Hard strategy.
Well, it'll be both players' opportunities to finish a V-Hard run in this tournament as Game 2 is underway. This is actually Gamer's second attempt in this tournament to finish a V-Hard run. And well, FFR, your sub 15 kind of made sure that Gamer would have had a hard time finishing at all.
Yeah, sometimes you just catch a good one.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one from Gamer. 14 for Gary, and TA, not to be outdone, gets an 18 of his own. That would be a perfect world for our players to get in this run. But, man, if only every stage could play out like that.
Yeah, if you get 16 of those, you've got a nice shiny world record.
Gamer, get another one. That's another 14.
Hey.
What is this start?
Yeah,
It is
like
actually
the
insane. And TA has started with 2 18s in a row. What is this? Are we getting pranked,
Yeah.
FFR? Both players have started at the exact same times.
Yeah, I don't know. Are they just like copy and paste in their times over, or what's going on?
Oh, there's some bad down stacking here.
Oh,
Oh, that's a 15.
oh
But that's
wow.
still insane. This is still an insane start right now. And speaking of insane, Misty is going off on TA with a 4-chain. Almost had time for a 5-chain, but this combo garbage is going to fall in the right spot. That is a low left side. And the combo trap is firmly in place. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why you want to lead your chains with combos. That specific situation is what we aim for in every single stage, FFR.
Yep, those double fours. What's gonna help? You know, Gamer didn't have double fours, but still got a 19. He's starting to feel it right now. Like 2.5 minutes in, he's already at Erica. This is kind of cruising pace right now.
And TetrisAttakr is not being all that slow either with that 15-second surge. He's on a considerable pace himself. Both players are pacing. But Gamer getting some good... Oh, will the pillars hold here? No. That's going to be the first garbage clear of the run. That's unfortunate, but you actually can't go 16 stages without one of those garbage clears. I've been trying. I've been trying. And just like that, these two are basically synced up after 5 stages. Almost in a dead heat. About 3 seconds at most separating these two based on their timers on screen. Crazy. This is a crazy start right now, FFR.
Yeah, we have not seen too many of these flying starts this tournament with VR, but so far our players they're showing us how to get it done here.
Oh, the combo's falling in so well for TetrisAttakr. These two certainly understand what they need to be doing with their combos. I think TetrisAttakr is a little bit better on average at actually sending the combos, but until this point, Gamer showing some gaming with this game. Okay, Koga, that's enough. We get it. We get it. You're trying to ruin everyone's fun. Oh no! One line short from Gamer.
He just keeps getting one more lines. Oof. Ooh, TA has a low left on oh.
Okay, Sabrina's probably gonna run out of time here. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. TetrisAttakr wanted to rail against Sabrina for getting that bottom row clear, but it is fine. It is honestly fine, and it's not fine for Gamer at the moment because all of a sudden he decided he had to reset that stage. That's certainly a thing our players can do to try to ensure better RNG, and I think Gamer's got to be feeling pretty good about the timing of the attacks he's landing, so he might as well get aggressive with resets if he's feeling that confident about his timing.
Ooh, speaking of resets, TA taking a reset on Blaine there. That'll lead down to just a single stage, but still, this first half's been very strong.
Alright, Gamer going up to a 6-chain on this attack. I think he prefers a 6-chain the most as his chain size of choice. That's just from my personal experience of watching him play. Oh, TetrisAttakr needed one more line for that Blaine attack, but Gamer escaped Sabrina at 21 seconds, and we are back on the same stage, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, just like that. Can happen so fast on these higher difficulties.
TA not liking his send to Blaine. Gonna reset. Oh, is Gamer done enough? Okay, I thought Blaine was about to get an extremely short stage. Oh, just getting to that garbage clear in time. But no chain off of that. Still new garbage blocks are coming into the screen, and resetting the death timer at the top of the screen. So, Gamer not getting
Gamer's got
Blaine
some combo
close to losing
creation.
anytime soon. Okay, TetrisAttakr gets enough of a distraction on his Blaine to exit the first half in about 7 minutes. Gamer is watching Blaine get a 4-chain and several combos. And Gamer getting himself in a combo trap situation. No CPU was getting out of that. Gamer. Uh-oh. Gamer. Gamer needs to see a second... Oh, Blaine needs to see a second tier.
Yeah.
Ran out of time.
Ooh, what was that chain from Tracy there on TA's side? Teaming the chain with another garbage clear.
And now that both players are in the second half, puzzlers, this is basically V-hard. This is basically S-hard light now, as both players will probably be expected to make sizable chains in order to time their attacks to catch these opponents low one way or another. Gamer has not led off with the combos here to make that work, however. But Tracy may have done some terrible things here. No, not enough. Not terrible enough to let Gamer off that easy.
Oh, that was almost a low left on TA side. Gonna be a low right? Low everything?
Low enough.
Yep, low everything.
That's fine. That's fine. It's like I'm game. I don't know what you want me to do. What do you want me to do here? I sympathize with that so much. But it is TetrisAttakr off to the Team Rocket stage first, and we have seen Rocket do a number on several players in this tournament. Maybe a new nemesis to be had in Team Rocket. But Gamer deciding to let this stage play out. I really should be. If I were Gamer, I'd be trying to raise the stack a little more before you start making additional things, because now you're just sitting and waiting for garbage to transform, and you have very little potential. This attack is still continuing, as some might say. But Tracy wasting a lot of his resources. Still has one more match available. Okay.
Low left? That's gotta turn to low left eventually.
Oh, they didn't recognize it. They could not recognize it and was still trying to make chains there. Okay, that's a bit rude.
Oh, jeez.
Man, Gamer is so low on panels. He's finally raising more. I guess Tracy here will be topped off for a while now. But Gamer dealing with the long stage. TetrisAttakr dealing with multiple resets. Multiple ways to skin these cats. Both of them are on display in this V-hard race. You see, puzzlers, why adding V-hard to this round has added so much spice to each match. Most of these races so far have gone over 20 minutes. And you are definitely seeing how in this endgame. And Tracy finally runs out of time from Gamer's attack in over 3 minutes. That is a big size oof on that one.
Yeah, although he's gonna be on the same stage as TA, so it's in the end it's not really that bad. He's still very much in it.
TetrisAttakr has been having enough trouble with his combos that he has not been able to take advantage of gamer struggles. He's just immediately triggering resets now as soon as the combo garbage is dealt with. Oh, Gamer does not. Gamer is woefully short on this Team Rocket. This is definitely a reset-worthy stage, and he will trigger the reset. Like goal number one FFR is to top off these opponents, and if you do that, like, what else can you do?
Yeah, after you keep them topped off, you just, you know, either gotta hope that they just run out of time, or they just, you know, forced you into getting a reset. Oh, the pillar.
TA Rocket gets a garbage clear in time. Gamer Rocket does not. And on that 16-second attempt, it is Gamer taking back the lead. And he was starting to fall way behind there in that one.
Yeah, but
as
not
TA
anymore.
continues to struggle with Team Rocket. Let's see if Gamer is going to be able to adapt some extra combos into his strategy. Not working there. You really do come to the point with the double 4 combos really start to be important.
Yeah, because that combo separation becomes ever so more paramount to, you know, getting them trapped or getting them to run out of time. They are still slow enough that they can run out of time from being distracted. And Giovanni thought was going to be out of moves. Oh, Giovanni is going to be out of ways to deal with TA's garbage.
Oh man, 3 rows full, no answer. Not super common, but TetrisAttakr is appreciating it regardless.
Yeah, just like that. That's another lead change. TA grabbing the lead right back. Gamer still struggling on Giovanni here.
This might be a few too many panels on screen for you to let Giovanni play with.
That could have been a low right side on Richie there, but not to be.
The attack might have been sent just a smidge early. Prevented that combo from locking into place in the bottom. So TA will reset and try again. And I will get comments on my personal YouTube videos about people railing against the resetting of stages. You know, like just let the RNG play them out. Well, the stats clearly show that the times have gotten down a lot, in no small part due to the stage resets, because like who in their right mind is letting these stages play out for 3 minutes at a time?
Yeah, especially when you start speedrunning S hard, you know, those stages can go on a lot longer than just a few minutes. Oh, Gio is finally out on Gamer's side.
Man, Gamer just cannot feel good about that.
But he's still right there. I mean, he's now back on the same stage as TA. You know, TA's been struggling a little bit on Richie here.
Richie gets to this combo clear, but will not get to anything else. So that 15-second attempt will be enough for TetrisAttakr to maintain his lead. But we've seen how fragile the leads can be, and just like that, I think that's a first attempt 12-second Richie for Gamer. Gamer is thrilled to see that.
Yeah, get a little bit of that mojo back now. Ooh, TA's a little short on Lorelei here.
Yeah, that chain needed to be bigger. often don't send chains that quick because of how short those can often be, and TA just ran out of stuff to send. Has Gamer timed this attack right, though? He sure has! And just like that, another lead change. If this lead continues to change throughout, we'll be like neck and neck onto the final stage at this point.
Yeah, might very well come down to Mewtwo. TA's got some decent pillars there.
Oh, Gamer did not get off a good attack on Bruno. He's gonna have to build his ideal attack now. Getting a 5 chain on this
we
one.
said the double fours. It's actually something fairly difficult to do, is actually resetting the double fours later on. Typically, it's easiest to do it after a shock panel block.
Oh, maybe for TA, can you drop this 5 chain? Now he'll drop it, and now Lorelei is smushed. So now TetrisAttakr is back on the same stage, and Gamer is back to struggling with this Bruno. This down stacking might be a problem, though. Oh, one more line was needed.
Not topped off, though. Hard to tell, you know, sometimes, you know, you wonder if, you know, if you just kept them topped off, would they have actually ran out of time?
Oh, look at TetrisAttakr trying to adjust the timing of this attack by going to a 12 chain.
Ooh, got all combos to fall.
That's certainly one perk to making a big chain. Oh, that's not enough. Oh, Gamer Bruno flattens into a garbage clear in time. TetrisAttakr gonna pull the ripcord and try again. Now Gamer Bruno is going to get a lot of time to react to this garbage. And you have to think, if Gamer Bruno gets to this next tier of garbage, that Gamer will reset.
Yep, there it is. Not gonna reset yet.
There's a little bit of hope here.
Yeah, Gamer got a bit of a factory set up, somewhat.
PvP experience kicking in, building that factory of middle chains. Oh, TA Bruno has ran out of panels. Sometimes that is exactly what you need to defeat these opponents. So, TetrisAttakr is off to the final 2 stages. Whereas Gamer is still hoping that Bruno will exhaust all of his options soon.
Ooh.
Not there, not here.
There. No. TA
Gamer.
going out to a 16.
Gary getting that garbage clear right there. However, Gary might have a problem here.
Everything? No,
that'll be enough.
Oh, okay. Oh. There was potential for a ghost clear to ruin all that, but not to be. TA's first to Mewtwo.
And now the reset strats that our players have been relying on off and on throughout this race are out the window, because a reset is a loss, and a loss to Mewtwo means you have to go back to Gary. So, TA would rather not have to play Gary again. So, he's basically stuck with whatever Mewtwo deals to him now. And Gamer finally done with Bruno after 2.5 minutes. But Mewtwo runs out of time. And TetrisAttakr, with a time of 21:38, will officially bag Game 2. So many lead changes in that second half. No shame in either player letting how this race played out.
Yeah, both players actually started extremely well too.
The first halves were kind of insane. Like Gamer starting with 14 and 15 second stages, TA starting with 15 and 18 second stages. Like both their first halves kind of went crazy. So now we'll let Gamer have about 5 more minutes to take down Mewtwo, and then we will move on to the next race, which will be Gamer's choice of normal or hard to save his tournament life. And yes, it appears that we do have our favorite flavor of TetrisAttakr, I suppose, a frozen TetrisAttakr. Dang USB ports. Tens on his setup, his USB ports go completely haywire. That makes him have to disconnect everything, including his controller. That's allowing him to play today. So there is a chance throughout the rest of this match that his controller could disconnect, and he'll have to remedy it in the middle. He's come to terms with the time loss that could give. So that is a potential storyline we need to keep in mind throughout the remainder of this match as Gamer tries to stay in the tournament. Is Gamer sent enough now? No. Still not enough. And we'll give Gamer about a minute and a half before we need to pull the plug on this run and move on to the next one. Although Mewtwo might have had problems there if he was just a little bit slower. And this gets to be the problem with introducing Mewtwo into the fray, FFR, especially when he's as relatively slow here as he is in V-Hard.
Yeah, he's fast enough to play for a while, but still slow enough that he can kind of just run out of time. I mean, we saw TA's Mewtwo kind of just scroll up and down and just run out of time that way. Mewtwo, okay, runs out of time.
And there it is. Under the gun, Gamer finishes his Mewtwo at 250 and clocks in with a 26:02. Whew, that is there's really just more relief on the players to be done with that. Certainly an event every time a V-Hard race happens. But Gamer has one more chance to save his tournament. And we will either be playing on normal or hard for Game 3. I think with all that in mind, I think I know what level Gamer will be picking for this one. Alright, puzzlers. Countdown is on for Game 3. We are playing on the normal level. Gamer literally flipped a coin to see what level we would play next. And we are about to see how these players will react to a Gary 1 that will not raise a stack at the beginning. We'll see some combos, we'll see some chains. Probably a 5 chain. Probably more will be needed. Gamer going to a 6 chain. TetrisAttakr might need 10 lines? And he's only going to have 9? Oh no. That is most unfortunate. Gamer gets a much more receptive stage and will escape in 20 seconds. TetrisAttakr just needed so much more for that one, and there's hardly anyone in the world that'd be ready to send that much in that short a time.
Yeah, normally Gary 1 can potentially need 7 or 8 lines. 10 is very rare to have to send that much. That's a bit unfortunate.
Alright, Gamer sending a 4 chain to Brock here. Gonna win in 14 seconds there. These remaining opponents should behave a little bit better. TA built up a 6 chain on that one. Maybe TA and Gamer somehow switched positions on me, and I had no idea, because it's usually Gamer I know to send the big chain. But Gamer managing to keep the chain a little bit smaller. They're staying restrained to the 4 chain.
Ooh, Misty got his 3 chain off on Gamer. It's gonna waste a little bit of time. Oh, all the timer scam. Oh boy. 24 is not awful.
Yeah, just a waiting game at that point, and TetrisAttakr sent a big smattering of combos with a little chain. That's going to be a 13-second stage there. And as we saw for easy mode, it's kind of a damage race to 4, 5, sometimes 6 lines on all of these foes, but they are just fast enough to get a few more damage clears than they would on easy mode. So if a stage gets over 15 seconds, you kind of just have to shrug your shoulders and move on, because that's bound to happen. But as it stands now, the lead for Gamer is about 10-ish seconds.
Ooh, nice little lag chain there. That is gonna work for a 12. Very nice. That is ideally what you are looking for on really every stage. Ooh, TA does not have enough combos. Okay, follow-up combos are enough.
Alright, Gamer's not going to start with a combo on this chain, but we'll bump it up to an X5. And that will catch Koga way out of position to be able to respond any further to this. Still considerable time loss to get to that point. And TetrisAttakr can respond with a much better Koga, worth an 11 and the fist bump. So these two will continue to play each other very close to the end. If the match ends here, then this result will certainly not show how close it actually was. Looks like we got a Sabrina. That gamer has gotten out of position. Will be enough for a 17. And TetrisAttakr just sending things quicker, going for smaller chains on average, and is making up chunks of seconds at a time, FFR.
Yeah, he's probably made up, you know, probably a dozen seconds in the last 2 stages. If he keeps it up, he's gonna be right back in it. Gamer going for a slaughter of combos at the tops. Just can't exactly chain off of stuff you clearing at the top of the stack.
Oh, is TA not going to be able to dodge this garbage clear? Both players struggling through garbage clears right now. It is TetrisAttakr out of the effective first half first, but gamer is right behind. They might be less than a second separated now. Practically the definition of neck and neck.
Yeah, kind of looking like our easy race all over again. Ooh, that's an 8 combo into an 8 combo. That is gonna send quite a bit.
Look at TetrisAttakr finding all of the 8 combos on this chain. That will prove to be just fine. Gamer, meanwhile, dealing with more garbage clears. Does not have enough on Tracy. Gonna have to do some more.
Yeah, this is where you tend to get punished quite heavily. It's just not keeping the opponent topped off, giving them more time to do stuff.
Alright, TetrisAttakr finding a lot of 4 combos to stack on top of the 4 chain, and that's going to be enough for a 13. This TA has been generally better in this race about sending the attacks quicker.
Yeah, and also getting the double 4s down, especially in this race, to get the separation and distractions. Gamer hasn't been doing the double 4s too much. Probably could benefit more from doing them.
And just like that, the lead is growing to a full stage. As we head into the final 3 stages of this run, TetrisAttakr in a commanding position to pull a technical seed upset and move on to Tayman in the next round, where those two have had some epic clashes in prior tournaments. We would certainly be poised to see another great one between those two in the next round. But Gamer with a 17, Giovanni there would like to keep that from happening whenever possible, and Richie is doing his part by clearing part of TetrisAttakr's garbage. But not enough of them. Not quite enough. So the lead is fairly significant. It's close to 30 seconds by this point. Gamer going to a 4 chain. Not super focused on the combos, but hasn't needed to get super focused on the combos in a little bit, making up a fair bit of ground there. And we'll rely on time for anything else. No. So it is TetrisAttakr off to the final stage. Gamer starting the previous stage. Nicely timed swap for the 3 chain. Going up to a 4 chain. That garbage clear could very well... I don't know if it'll do it. No, that one will.
No,
that one will certainly...
gonna hurt.
That one will certainly ruin gamers' hopes. But it's not the end of the world for TetrisAttakr to get some time wasted. A 6 chain that I'm not sure he completely wanted there. Let's see if Bruno is able to get to this in time. He is not.
Nope.
So, TetrisAttakr, 9 minutes 41 seconds, will be taking home this match in a sweep. 3 games to none. Well done by TetrisAttakr, and Gamer kept just about every race fairly close there, finishing this race with a 10:05. Definitely not a bad effort, Gamer. Definitely made TetrisAttakr sweat a little bit. But it is time to make this result official. 3 games to none. The result will never show just how close this actually was, but it is TetrisAttakr moving on to the next round. And we'll be facing TetrisAttakr. We'll be facing Tayman to keep surviving in the losers bracket.
Showing off that nice TetrisAttakr t-shirt he's wearing. Poor little Yoshi getting squashed by some blocks there.
And Yoshi probably got a bit too close to the sun and suffered a game over. You hate to see that. Nice shirt, though. And we look to our bracket as we see the final 4 in the losers bracket decided. Our top 8 is here. We have 6 taking on BB Forky, and Tayman ND taking on TetrisAttakr. And we'll take a brief moment to swap over to the winners bracket to see what is left over there. And Evivar, we're gonna have to get back on the saddle next week as well. You're gonna have to fight fate, and I'm gonna have another epic battle with Ty, I'm sure, as we introduce S-Hard to the pool for the semifinals. How are you feeling about how this tournament is going down?
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of interesting things that have been going on, from multiple lead changes to upsets to sweeps to game 5s to reverse sweeps. Definitely has been a very exciting tournament as we get closer to the end.
And we are getting closer and closer to the end, and we're not done with the easy to V-hard format, ladies and gentlemen. That next round of the losers bracket will have 2 more easy to V-hard matches, and then after that we'll be on easy to S-hard for the round after that. The craziness is only going to get bigger throughout the rest of this tournament, so make sure you tune in for all that. And if you are watching these live, if you just barely caught part of these matches live and want to see them more easily later on, I will be putting all of these matches on YouTube in the coming days. I expect the first match to actually go up Tuesday, so every day this week after that will be a new match for your pleasure after that. So thank you to everyone that has been tuning in to the matches on YouTube so far. We could definitely appreciate every little bit of support we can get on those archives. But for today, that is going to do it for us. For FFR Pro 21 and everyone else at the League of Puzzle Speedrunners, this has been Cards of the Heart, and until next time everyone, happy puzzling.